What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 15 of my Total Warhammer II modded Arkhan the Black campaign. So as we saw last time, some pretty fantastic battles, if I don't say so myself, with Arkhan fighting for the third book of Nagash, the first book that we are acquiring after Arkhan's own book, as well as a pretty glorious battle against the Dwarves, who actually decided to attack us and promptly got wrecked by thousands upon thousands, or hundreds upon hundreds rather, of ghouls for their trouble. And that was really nice to watch. I love watching the few unit entities, or few entity unit dwarves get swarmed by several hundred ghouls. That's really what you should expect from the undead faction, so that really hit the right spot for me. Anyway, before we get started, this is the 15th episode and therefore a 5th episode in the series, and that's just where I'd like to remind you guys to drop your likes and comments if you're enjoying this particular series, as it does have other stuff to compete with and is the only way I decide when to schedule stuff. Now, back to the actual game. Between the episodes, I basically only did one thing, and that was to switch our research towards setup of the 5th dynasty, who we now have unlocked. That's going to be pretty interesting. We are going to get a new lord out of that, and one that powers up lich priests. Let's see what he does, or at least see next turn. We will replace this lord, who we obviously got temporarily, and then we'll figure out what to do with the rest of these guys. Of course, we're gonna have to move King Walkoff over here. I'm hoping that what we can do is attack next turn. I probably could have actually not moved so far and then popped us into... man, I should have gone into Entombed Beneath the Sands for the extra replenishment. But it's okay. It shouldn't matter that much. I don't think this particular defensive line is going to be strong enough to hold against these guys anyway, so I'll be happy with that. Let's go into magic. None of these stances really help. I'm just going to go into ambush stance, as if King Walkoff is not here. Now, one unfortunate bit, there was an update to SFO between the last episode and this one, and what happened was there was a rework of the way the vampiric unit stuff gets points. It used to be 4 separate skills at 1 or at 2 points apiece. Now it's everything coming out of Grand Vizier's command and going into these 3 things. So here's my problem. I'm pretty sure Arkhan didn't get points back, but I'm also sure that we had points in Grand Vizier's commands, so, and I don't remember whether it was 1 or 2, but did we just lose 2 points? And I think the same is true of King Kura, who I think lost even more points. I'm actually pretty sure he had both Grand Vizier's command and Packs of Terror maxed out, because he had a ludicrously overpowered Felbats, who used to have something like 50 attack instead of the 34 that they have now, I think. I could be wrong. Or at least more attack than they have now, so we're definitely missing some stuff. And that's really unfortunate, because to lose 4 points, and technically actually you're losing 6 points, because you're getting these points back into these things. So what the hell's going on here? I really don't like that. If that's the case, I could be missing something, and if somebody noticed what that is, please let me know. But it seems right now like we're genuinely just been deprived of some points. It's really bad for Arkhan in particular to lose a bunch of points, mostly because Arkhan is already fairly sparse on points. He's not going to have enough points to get everything already without the loss of those points, and he absolutely needs to have both Spiritbinder and Grand Vizier's command, so it's not like we can skip out on those either. I mean, I understand it if this was the only way to update this. It's just kind of annoying. Anyway, let's move it. I believe I said we were going to go to Bagar first. I don't believe we can raid at the same time because we need 50% movement. So let's head into Bagar. I don't think we're going... You know what? Don't move all the way there. I want support nearby, just in case they have like several armies here. I doubt it, and I'm pretty sure Arkhan could take all their armies, but just in case. Plus, we're gonna have to raid for a turn anyway as we walk up to here. We're also not at war with them, but they're not aligned with anybody else, so that won't matter at all. Alright, so that's pretty good. You're in ambush stance, and I believe everybody is where they need to be. There's a couple of heroes that haven't moved. You can't assassinate this guy because you don't have enough money. Yeah, so don't even try. Just sit there. And I believe we had another hero. I swear we had another hero. Is he really hidden under there? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Also not enough. 818. Wow, that's actually pretty expensive. You know what? That's so expensive, I'm going to move you back into the Black Tower. Just to buff up the money making a little bit. We're at 5432. Let's see what this changes to. Probably not much. Okay, so we got 100 extra gold per turn. It's actually not even paying for... I mean, what the hero would cost if it could cost anything, but I guess it's free money. I just wish it was more. Oh well, as he levels up. Let's end the turn. And then let's see about those dwarves, shall we? As well as that new lord, of course. Alright, here come the agent spam from the Dune Kingdoms. Not surprising, I do note that the Plain of Tuskers is undefended. What the hell is this? Setup of the 5th Dynasty? Yes, I know, but what the hell is this? Why are we looking at one of the books? I'm almost completely sure I didn't tell the thing to go there. Could that be one of Arkhan's quests? No, it's just the Elixir of Might, so I don't know what's up with that. Oh well, not a huge issue. Let's actually... I was about to say temporarily move right here, but I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay. I'm almost tempted to not raid with Arkhan and just to raid with the supporting army, just in case there's something crazy over here. Like 3 full stacks. Oh, I see a 1 full stack defending the Garb. That's not going to be a big deal. It's a pretty darn pathetically weak Beastmen horde over here, and this army is also pathetic, although they are all rank 7 for some bizarre reason. Let's see, oh wow, you can barely move. Why are you so slow, man? Alright, let's just move you up. I guess we can go... you're just a little bit... What are you at? You're at exactly 50%, but you can't go into raiding. That's disappointing. Maybe it's rounding up. Oh well, you two just stayed where you are. We'll go after Bagar next turn. I hope that there's not another army like right here that could take the Plain of Tuskers before we can move here. I don't even want to upgrade this just in case. Now, before we do anything else, so let's get that Lord I was talking about. You're going to get replaced, buddy. Replace Lord with setup of the 5th Dynasty. What does this give us? +5 magic power reserved to all armies faction-wide, or own armies faction-wide, a little bit of magic resistance, gets a curse ability. Oh, I like that mask. Looks completely different than the others. Alright, let's get you in here. What do you look like? Pretty menacing. Let's see. Is this anything? Okay, right. Faction-wide, recruit rank for a Lich Priest. I don't really care about the Untainted, and the hero success chance is fine, but once again, not a huge deal. Can we give you any stuff here? Tormentor's Sword might be pretty good for you. You're a Lich Priest, right? No, you're a Tomb King. You just empower Lich Priests. And let's see, you have the... Wait. You're a regular Tomb King, right? You're at 50-45. You're not as defensive as some of the others. You're already immortal. You have the Lure of Nehekara. And what do you have here? Attrition suffered by defenders, so you're good at sieging. Income from raising settlements. The finest materials. Armor, melee defense, melee attack, leadership, and missile strength, but at a cost of research rate. That's a little bit unfortunate. Slaves for the Necropolis. Income from sacking settlements, diplomatic relations with all factions. Wow, this guy has a lot of negatives for the positives. Magic resistance for the entire army, and power up for the Lord himself at a cost of movement speed. He actually does not have any kind of mount either. What an odd Lord. Bargain with Sekhmet. So this essentially powers up his ability to cast all this stuff. Huh. So this guy is not a Lich Priest. Setup restore the Necropolis and the priesthood to their former glory, but he is a Tomb King, not a High Lich Priest. Okay, well let's get back to ancient burial site or battle sites rather for our recruitment. Now, with regards to this guy, I'm not completely sure what kind of army to build him out with now. Lure of Nehekara, I mean, probably... I did say I want to get at least one army with Nakesh's Scorpion Legion, but I really don't want to base an army around Skeleton Spears, because they're a tier 1 unit, and you can't be the Tomb Guard army, because I'm pretty sure somebody here is going to upgrade Tomb Guard. I could be wrong, though. Alcatazar upgrades, Tomb Bark, Skeleton Chair. Okay, so Alcatazar likes chariots and riders of various kinds. Alamizash is Ushabti. Thutep is Construction and Necrosphinx and War Sphinx. And you are nothing. Rakash was a bringer of great prosperity. Okay, well, it doesn't really reveal what kind of units he likes to power up himself. But if nobody else powers up Tomb Guard, I guess this guy could be our Tomb Guard guy. Because if nobody else is going to be a Tomb Guard guy, might as well. Agitated Tomb Swarms. I don't really see any other great options. He does give us Necropolis Knights, +1 capacity with Tomb Guard, more Necropolis Knights, and more Tomb Guard. Oh, okay, so that kind of decides it. This guy's going to be all Tomb Guard and Necropolis Knights just by virtue of this. Slaves for the Necropolis. Sure thing, game. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's get for Root Marcher, and I guess we gotta get at least one spell. I like about this guy that since he has the Lore of Nehekara, we don't have to get a Lich Priest in here technically, so we can just go for a Necrotect. Let's see. Now, the other Tomb Kings, they can't cast spells. So, this guy can. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I believe that's all that we could do this turn, though. Not really anything interesting. You also have 2 points, King Wakaf, so I guess we're gonna go Grand Vizier's Command and Devour. Oh, wait, did King... He also had this, didn't he? He also lost points. He also had Devourers of Flesh. Wow, that's really unfortunate. I dislike that. Oh well. Now, you can't recruit this turn. Wait, local recruitment is... Oh, because you're in a different province. Oh, but you gotta attack this turn so that these guys don't build more stuff. Oh, of course they want more blasting charges. Oh, freaking hell. Okay, well, let's just attack this. I don't think we need to really wait. We could get this... We could get this Lich Priest in his army temporarily. I'm pretty sure. Like, sure, he's not a fighter, but... He could at least stand there and spam Shem's Burning Gaze for free. It's very cheap. Why not? Not that it'll be super effective against the Dwarves, mind you, but let's do it. Let's actually pop you into the Corrupted Dynasty stance. I think you should be able to still reach this. Let's get in there. Like so. Then we're going to surround these or encircle these guys. Have another cinematic battle against the Dwarves, but I don't imagine that these guys are going to be much tougher than the battle we fought last episode. And you're going to go in there right before we get to the battle itself. Of course, I am going to build some buildings for more cash. Where can we get said cash? We could upgrade this thing here in Khemri. Let's see, 3.2k, it'll cost, well, it's already costing us Canopic Jars, so we're not really losing anything by building this, and we will be gaining a little bit more cash, even though Khemri isn't generating a crazy amount as of yet. What are the other options? Kofar and Fires are gonna need walls, so we are still going to be ignoring those. I did want to upgrade this to level 3, so we could save up a little bit of cash. You know what, yeah, let's just upgrade this thing in Khemri, and then we'll have enough cash to upgrade that next turn. Get more Crypt Cores in this army, that'll be critical. You're still recruiting, right? Yeah. Because we need this army to help out with Vulture Mountain, and you know what I think we'll do? We'll probably send one of these guys out into the sea, because there's a bunch of islands that we can get. I don't see any Skull Islands, but there's definitely some stuff that they can pick up from over there. And then we can land over here and help out with the fight against Numas, most likely. Although it'll be a while before you get any Tomb Guard and Necropolis Knights, of course. Fortunately, they do come out of this same line of buildings, even if they are expensive anyway. I digress. Let's attack.
Me to war for Nehekara.
Yeah.
Arise, my legion.
Alrighty, here we go, another battle against the Dwarves, though this time we will not be nearly as mobile, nor nearly as numerous compared to the Dwarves, so it'll probably be a little bit more even. On top of that, since the enemy has been in the garrison instead of moving out, they have some elite units they did not have before, namely several units of Longbeards, as well as a unit of Hammerers, which I believe is a tier 4 unit. I want to say tier 4. It's definitely up there, so it's either 4 or 5. I just can never recall. The problem there is these guys hit really hard. I guess we're gonna have to have the Crypt Horrors deal with them. Now, fortunately, the enemy is moving in a really weird way for some reason. You know what, let's speed this up while the battle lines are joined, shall we? Obviously, we have our units flanking, but since the enemy is moving in this weird way over here, maybe they're trying to take some tiny little high ground hill that I'm not really seeing. I guess this could be the case. Because they're doing this, they're not firing at us. The Quarrelers aren't working even though they should be, so I decided to just straight up tell the army to charge. No need for them to actually make battle lines when they're, you know, presenting their flanks like this. And here we go. I even allow the Crypt Horrors to run in first. Yes, they're monstrous infantry, and yes, they are relatively fragile in the sense that they need support, but they can certainly do a lot of damage and try to delete some units really quickly, especially since there are Quarrelers and Miners over here. It's better to get them killed. And now, funnily enough, the Miners chucking all of their blasting charges on this particular unit of Crypt Horrors, doing no damage to them because this is not the kind of unit that suffers damage to that sort of stuff, but dealing a fair bit of damage towards their own Quarrelers. Yeah, the Crypt Horrors themselves obviously shrug off the fire, and look at the difference there. The Crypt Ghouls from a single volley of the fiery, burning, exploding satchels suffer, what, almost half HP damage, whereas the Crypt Horrors took absolutely none. And now that the lines have collided, let's take a look at what we're looking at over here. The Lord is here, which we are surrounded. Wait, is this the Lord or a Thane? It's a Thane. I thought that you looked a little bit different there, buddy. The Lord is over here, surrounded by Crypt Horrors, and slowly approaching the Dynasty Lord, King Walkoff himself. Now, I did notice an issue. As soon as I summoned the White King, it started degrading. I don't believe this was happening, and I don't think it's supposed to happen in SFO, and it's degrading quite quickly. It should be degrading before it, in fact, approaches the battlefield. On top of that, I checked its skills, and it no longer has the Summon Graveguard skill available whatsoever, so I think a new bug might have been introduced by the recent update, which is unfortunate. It's nice to have the extra Lord. It's at least something. But oh well, it's not like we really need this. Now, one of the good things about this, for some reason, the AI wants to use 2 or 3 full units of Dwarf Warriors to try to protect themselves from these direwolves flanking them, and I'm perfectly happy to have the direwolves just sit back here while these guys aren't doing anything. It's fine. That is actually way more worth it for us. And the bats are doing sort of the same thing. The Sepulchral Stalkers over here, just lining up, getting ready to take some pot shots at the Dwarven Warriors that are over here. And they do fairly decent damage. Of course, they prefer when the enemy units are lined up, but they always do quite well. Obviously, the Sepulchral Stalkers are designed to be anti-large units, so they're not going to be ideal for this matchup, as they are just a monstrous infantry with halberd unit. But nonetheless, they can still do pretty well. I mean, look, they've done all this damage at range, and they still have ammunition. They haven't even engaged in melee, so that's pretty good. Now, finally, the other dwarves have decided to join the battle over here, so I do send the direwolves in, and that's fine as well, because they can now take care of these Quarrelers, prevent them from doing anything, as well as attacking some miners. As soon as those guys are off the field, we can then have them rear charge the rest of the enemy host. Now, these guys are having a pretty bad time against the Crypt Horrors. Of course, they're very evenly matched against the ghouls. In fact, they are winning against the ghouls. And we definitely have some nice I like how chaotic these particular battles are, in the sense that the battle lines aren't neat and clear. We have like pockets of dwarves fighting here, we have a battle line here, and then moving in like this, sort of like a sinusoidal curve and such. That's pretty neat. Now, same thing going on over here. Once again, not very neat battle lines. The Hammerers are proving to be a really tough contender, which we expected. They do quite a lot of damage. They're a damage dealer after all. The Crypt Horrors are using slightly, apparently, but considering the amount of damage they've taken compared to the Hammerers, they're losing quite a bit, because the Hammerers have also done almost half HP damage to this one unit of Crypt Ghouls as well. Now, the Lord over here is finally surrounded by the Crypt Ghouls and being attacked by King Walkoff himself, and I do imagine King Walkoff should have a pretty decent time with his dual swords at actually dishing out the damage, especially if it is in fact the Crypt Horrors which are taking a beating for him, as it should be. He is the Desert Ghoul after all. Now over here you can see the power of the Longbeards. These guys have been surrounded by 2 full units of Crypt Ghouls and attacked in the back by the Bats basically from the very start of the game. They've taken almost no casualties, and they've taken very little damage. Very nice in terms of defense. I'd like to see what their melee defense stat is, but I forgot to check. I imagine with their armor and their defense so high, they're having a real decent time. Their combat is even, and they are tired, whereas we're active. So that's also with the debuffs coming in from all of the vigor stuff. And there we go, the White King is now being completely degraded and will disappear momentarily. Let's just watch the battle unfold, shall we? I think I'm going to speed this up and just try to enjoy the show, because since the battle lines have connected, there really isn't too much of a change. Yeah, the doggos are running around in the back of this particular battle, but you know, they're just mostly chasing off units so that they don't come back. Not really doing anything interesting right now. Trying to get some bats in to support these units. Rear charge the Hammerers. Got to try to cripple their damn morale as they are dishing out so much damage, and especially if some of the Hammerers are hitting the bats instead of the Crypt Horrors or the Ghouls. That would be nice, because I'd much rather lose the Bats, especially than losing the Crypt Horrors. Now, unfortunately, I believe one of our units, or 2 of our units of Ghouls, have gotten actually quite a bit of quite a bit of a beating. This one, moving back here, I'm trying to keep it near the Lord so that it still has the leadership bonus, but also back it up a little bit so that it is no longer suffering the leadership. This one, unfortunately, is too far and is being chased by a unit of Dwarf Warriors to try to get to a Lord. If only this wizard over here that has gotten a couple of Gaze of Nagash off, but or Shem's Burning Gaze, rather, not Gaze of Nagash. It's a completely different spell off, but he doesn't have a horse or a steed or whatever, so he can't go over here and support these guys. I do try to have them run away and just run off the field. They're not going to get caught by the dwarves, but they are crumbling and disintegrating, and unfortunately, spoiler alert, they're not going to get there. In fact, it's kind of funny. They degrade in such a way that the very last one dies, like, right here, right before the finish line. It would be funny if it wasn't for the fact that we now need to replace that unit. Now, several of the enemy main line have routed since they are surrounded. Once again, this is the benefit of having so many units in terms of the ghouls, as well as having the bats in there, and the fear caused by the Crypt Horrors. All these units can get surrounded, suffer all the debuffs, and then rout, and then we can chase them off. The Lords, I believe, are also out of the picture. The Lord himself is running away and being chased down by the Crypt Horrors, whereas the Thane is being chased down personally by King Walkoff, who is actually doing pretty damn good. I feel like he actually did a lot more damage than the Crypt Horrors, but the one thing the Crypt Horrors were great for is surrounding the enemy Lords and preventing them from escaping. So these guys are obviously going to die. We don't really need to watch it. I missed it, didn't I? The unit got wiped out here, and you can see that this is where the last one died. The very last one in the unit. Now, granted, the unit would not have survived. Like, when it was down to like 10 units, it was technically dead, so it would have died over here, but this guy almost made it. He was so close. He was just reaching towards that line. I don't know why I'm so amused by that, but I am. Alrighty, so the middle part of the battle is dead. The Longbeards are the only ones holding out. These guys are still freaking holding out until the Lord dies, which is just now, and now the entire army basically routs. Could have tried to do that earlier. I did want to get a charge in by the Sepulchral Stalkers before that had happened to see how much damage they could dish out, but I guess we'll just have to see how much kills they got at the end there. The Sepulchral Stalkers also, and I did miss this part, did manage to fight this unit of miners over here. They did charge them after they ran out of ammunition and basically made them rout themselves with taking basically no damage at all. Now granted, those are miners, trash tier basic units that are only gotten for their cheap armor piercing, as well as the blasting charges when you can afford the blasting charges ones, but nonetheless, still pretty good job for the Sepulchral Stalkers, considering that's not really their role. You gotta love seeing the I love seeing the ghoul packs. They're very fun.
Victory, yes.
Alrighty, relatively easy battle. The Longbeards certainly took forever to bring down without the help of the Crypt Horrors. I probably should have kept one of them to the other side, to the side where the Longbeards were, but they did need to deal with the Hammerers, and they did kill the Lords with the help of King Wakov himself, so it sort of makes sense. Now, obviously, there were some issues, primarily with that White King. It seems like the patch completely broke that thing because he was both crumbling right away, taking all that damage, and he couldn't use any of his abilities, or rather he couldn't use the Summon Guard ability. I think that the latest update might have broken that. If anybody's experiencing the same thing, let me know. Hopefully it's not just me and I need to reinstall the game and such like that, but I guess we'll see. Either way, we still won, so that's pretty nice. We're going to occupy this place. Oh, 5k for sacking it. It's only one turn worth, it's fine. Just occupy it. Storm of Necromancy, uttering the dark litanies contained within the third book of Nagash, has caused a furious swirling sandstorm. Oh, right. That's what we got. Neat. And King Wakov got himself a Helm of Discord. I actually like this particular helmet. It's only 25 seconds, but it's a very strong debuff. Better on support characters, but nonetheless, I'll certainly take it. You, Tolathor, you no longer need to be in this army, because you're not really going to ever be in it. You can get the hell out of that broken damn stance. Really disappointing with it being broken as well. Now, we can't summon ghouls here, unfortunately. We could... Wait. Are these guys only take one turn to summon, don't they? All of these guys do, in fact, take one turn. I'm tempted to just get more ghouls in here. I mean, we gotta summon the... Let's summon some Skeleton Spears to be replaced by Tomb Guard anyway. But in the meantime, we can certainly get some more ghouls in here and then pop them back into King Wakov's army. So that should work. You have leveled up as well. Let's get you your point in... well, we got the Devourers of Flesh now. Or rather, we got it back after wasting all those points in it. You don't really need Alert right now, but we're probably going to get it to you later. None of this. I guess we could get Stone Sentinels for the Sepulchral Stalkers. I did say I want to get those. But you know what? Let's get 1 point in Indomitable Wolf first, and then we'll go for Stone Sentinels after that. Makes sense to me. Okay, so that's you. You have leveled up as well, Tolathor. Let's see what we're looking at here. You... Can any of this stuff help you? No, it can't help you out of the field, can you? Hero success chance +3, that's something. Wins a power. Faction-wide +2 research rate, once again something. +1 Lord recruit rank faction-wide. That might help. I feel like damage building and wound might be more helpful here, though. Yeah. Especially if we're going to bring down the walls of Ultra Mountain. Unlike the others, we don't have the siege to rely on, so this is going to be quite a difficult fight with all of these Longbeards. We saw how long they took to be killed here, and they do have Thunderers and stuff. We might have to wait these guys out and try to fight them in the field. But that's okay. I certainly think we're capable of that. Now, Hero not moved. I take it that's the Necrotech. Yeah, we're not going to waste the money on you, buddy. Is there anything we want to build in terms of cash-making stuff? We could upgrade these, but I feel like it's not worth the investment of 2k. We could just save it and spend it somewhere better. Oh, we can upgrade Al-Haik to the level 4 as long as we get 8k. Okay, so let's save up to do that. that will certainly be worth our while. And in fact, I just want to check that neither the Black Tower nor Camry can be upgraded to level 4. It doesn't look like it. Zandri almost has its first level of Desert Lookout, so it should be somewhat able to defend itself. But we'll need that second level. Let's end this turn, though. Alright, will the Dune Kingdoms realize what we're doing and attack us? I don't know whether... No, there they are, and they're not moving. They didn't do anything to us. Greybeards, Prospectors, don't have any army anymore. Poor silly dwarves. Alrighty, and they're rebuilding said army. Can we reach them in one turn? No, unfortunately not. So we're gonna go right... Oh, we also suffer attrition from moving here, don't we? Damn. Okay, well, we'll need to raid the territory. We have raiding at 50%, so here it won't even work. I really don't want to suffer attrition. I guess we'll have to go into Beneath the Sands. Wow, you can barely move through this mountain pass. Sort of makes sense. I just really don't want them to be getting a ton more units. Go into Entomb Beneath the Sands, please. And you know what? Since you can recruit here, you might as well get a couple more bats. They are recruited at rank 6 here right away, so it's pretty decent. We'll also need to move you forward, Tolathor. I'd rather you not die trying to kill a lord, because we need you to break down walls. But what's the chance here? 48%, with 8% chance of being wounded. Do we risk it? Or do we just... Wait. Damage building? No. You have damage walls. What the hell? I don't want to damage buildings. I want to damage walls. You have the ability. Oh, you don't have the damage walls ability. You only have damage building. Oh, that's pretty useless. I don't really actually want that. Because damaging any wall building doesn't do anything. Okay, so we don't need you to do that. Well, then you can freely kill stuff. We don't need you. I completely forgot that this guy doesn't have damage walls. And at least he succeeded in killing somebody. And we can also... Wait, is that faction-wide? All provinces construction cost -1 for infrastructure. Swell. We should try to spam those on everything. You are going to go into Wound because that's what you are going to be doing pretty much all game.
Find my harem.
This is going to need to continue recruiting. Eye of the Panther. You already have the Gemstone Mine. And you know what? Despite the loss of public order, we are going to start making money out of this, so we might as well keep that there. Everybody can stay where they are except you two. Can we attack this turn? We are in range. We can certainly siege. We are not at war yet. I guess we're just going to go and declare war right now. Why the heck not? There we are. And then Arkhan, you can siege this. And you can approach. Good. Perfect. Alright, so that's one. We will... Yeah, this is going to be pretty darn easy with our artillery. I'm just going to do this temporarily. I will have to make a cut here before fighting this because, of course, the last battle was a cinematic one. So let's move everybody in, and let's get ready to attack. Alrighty, that's perfect, and I don't see another army here, so nobody to attack us in reprisal. Let's get to it. We gotta make the cut here, as I said. There we go. Now, I'm not going to make this one a cinematic battle, simply because we have a ton of artillery, and we're just going to destroy the enemy pretty much all with artillery, and we can just watch that. There's really no need to edit it or anything like that, so let's get to it. Should be pretty simple as long as we don't run into any crazy bugs. I'm actually curious to check whether Arkhan's summon units' abilities are now causing those summons to degrade, which they shouldn't be, but since that White King was degrading, I wouldn't be too surprised. Now, I think we're going to attack from this side simply because our reinforcing units are coming from over here as well, so we might as well have the artillery attack the same sides, huh? Alright, so let's move you guys in here, all three of you working together. In fact, maybe we'll move you closer to the middle so that you can target the same sort of areas. And now, although maybe depending on your angles, that doesn't really matter. They're going to destroy everything from a distance anyway. All of this is irrelevant. I don't want to move everybody together. I didn't check whether these guys had that tomb or the Scarab Swarm ability that does a lot of damage on the ground, so I'm a little bit wary of that one. Let's move you guys in here. I believe that's everything that's supposed to be here, so we'll start battle. And let's begin by annihilating you. Oh, please don't tell me this is the situation where they can't move. They have a Legionary Barrage going, but it's not doing too much. And, oh no. Are you guys broken again? We might have to just destroy the units while ignoring the towers. I mean, fair enough. And, okay, whoa. Let's not, I was distracted. There we go, okay. Completely distracted. Should probably be wary of Legionary Barrages. We could send these guys up the walls, technically. Can you guys now attack towers? Or will you have to move forward? Ah, you can. Okay, interesting. Oh, no, it can't. It can't. No, it's attacking units. Alright, just stop and attack the units then. Whatever, that's fine. I think that maybe the Screaming Skull Catapult should be able to pull it off regardless. Now, what I don't want is all of them attacking the same units. I want them attacking different ones. Screaming Skull Catapult, start on the towers. Let's have you attack this unit, you attack this unit, and then you attack, let's say, that unit. There we go. You should be able to do it without moving, right? Right? No? No? Okay, fine. Just stop and then attack whatever you want. What about you? Can you attack with something without moving? I really wish that guard mode would stop them from moving. Isn't that what it's supposed to do with regards to range units? It's a little bit odd that it doesn't appear to do anything. Can you attack without moving? You're very close to being in a location where enemies can fire on you. Oh, are the Screaming Skull Catapults also not able to? Damn, this frickin' map. I feel like this is the same map where this was happening before. And it's quite disappointing. I mean, last time I think it was a cinematic battle, so you guys couldn't see what the issue was, but this is clearly it. You know what, you guys just stop firing and then fire at will. Just fire at whatever the hell you want. Fire at something. Oh, can you guys hit that tower? Maybe. Maybe you guys can. You guys just waste your ammunition. Okay, you can hit that tower. What about this tower? Can you hit this one? Yes, okay, beautiful. Now we're just gonna speed it up and just waste all of our ammunition. It's not going to do nearly as much as we'd like it to, but it's something. I mean, they're still firing, it's just that we can't control who they're firing at, so they're going to waste a lot of shots on units that are basically dead already, when they should be firing at units that are still more or less alive. Now, can you fire at this one? No, you're moving forward, I don't like that. Move back. Back to where you came from. Alright, that tower is dead. Can you fire on this one without going into... No, okay, go over here. Over here. Oh, man. Yeah, you can't. Okay, maybe we'll find an angle over here. At least with it maximally sped up, we can move along like this. You can see why this was annoying me so much. And can you fire on this one? Oh, whoa. Ushabti. Okay, you know what? I should have remembered that would have happened, but I got distracted by this. I forgot that we were fighting Tomb Kings again, to be perfectly honest. Let's get everybody resistance. And let's have Arkhan use this ability. There we go. That should prevent the Screaming Skull Catapults from dying. I mean, it's not a huge deal if the Screaming Skull Catapults die, to be honest, as long as the caskets are fine. And there we go. Okay, that should fix the Ushabti. And by fix, I mean kill. Now, where are you? You're actually firing at something, I take it. You're fighting in melee. Wait. These things can fight in melee? Oh, they sort of just, like, move and smash things around. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, these guys should be dead very, very quickly. They're still damaging our Screaming Skull Catapults. And they're doing a fairly decent job at it, too. Maybe I should have, you know what? Since we're not going to be wasting a crazy amount of magic here, let's just pop an enhanced Invocation of the Heck. Or raise those guys up. There we go. That'll fix them up nicely. And the rest of you, please kill the rest of this. Thank you. How are we doing? Screaming Skull Catapults, have you destroyed those towers yet? No? Oh, because we're not sped up anymore. Makes sense. Can you target this one, maybe? Looks like you can. Perfect. Okay, let's just keep watching the Ushabti fight. Versus the Whites. Oh, the Whites are actually taking a decent amount of damage. And of course, these guys are anti-infantry, so that does make sense. Oh, are they running through to attack the Screaming Skull Catapults? Sort of makes sense. Maybe... Oh, don't do that! Whoa. No. Stop that. Okay. Are you freaking crazy? Wow, okay. No, stop that. I want you and you to attack these guys. Damn, I did not expect them to just start firing on the Ushabti like that. That's not so good. Okay, Screaming Skull Catapults, at least they're doing their job more or less. You know, switch attack to that one. The Ushabti are all gonna crumble. Skeleton Warriors. Oh, you're a summoned Skeleton Warrior, but you're not degrading like that White King was. Huh, interesting. Or wait, or are you? No, you're not. So this one works just fine. And I take it summon zombies works fine as well. You know what, let's test it out while we're here. Let's go do some testing for the mod while we're at it. Alright, you are attacking and you are not degrading. Huh, interesting. Okay. So that works. Let's see. What about you? Can any of you artilleries fire on this tower? Any one of you? No? No? Screaming Skull Catapults? Maybe you can. Oh, you can't. You guys stop. Oh, you can. Yes. Okay, yeah. Just let it fire at these zombies. I don't really care if they die. And the rest of you, just destroy the units as best you can. As soon as the towers are dead, we won't be worried about moving forward so much. In fact, let's speed it up a little bit. This thing should be dead, which we'll be glad of. Where are you moving? I guess we could attack the gate. The gate's almost dead. And I guess we could tell you guys to fire at will now. There you go. Fire at will. Enjoy. Should be some decent damage before we go in. Keep watching the artillery barrage. Now the walls are laid bare. They have no defending towers, so our artillery can go to town. At least these are unliving units, so they're not really afraid of this. Like, from a realism, well, quote-unquote realism, because I demand realism from my Warhammer games, it makes most sense for undead units to actually sit there taking artillery shots to the face, whereas, you know, other units would probably panic a wee bit if this was actually happening. But at least this makes sense. Even if it just speaks of poor strategy for whoever's controlling the undead. There we go. We should really target some of these before all the ammo runs out. Try to go for this and this guy, and let's say this guy. There we go. The Screaming Skulls can do whatever the hell they want. Most of the damage most of the damage to the units comes from these. I'm actually glad that we have the Screaming Skulls just because they allowed us to destroy those towers. Let's have you attack that while you're at it, though. And yeah, gonna do some more damage. We're just about done with regards to our ammo here. We're gonna have to charge a little bit, but honestly, we probably sent the bats up here and just do disgusting amounts of damage to all this. How are we doing? This unit is uncomfortably alive. Somebody kill that, please. Oh, those guys got off the walls. Yeah, fair enough. Almost ready to send the bats. Oh, this tower didn't die. Oh, whoops. We're not gonna destroy it now, are we? Yeah, too late. Okay, you know what? Time for the bats. Here we go. Probably gonna take some damage, but who cares? We'll repair, and then let's take the lords. That's you guys. Oh, I screwed up. I thought these things would be arcing way higher. I didn't think they'd be damaging the bats so much. I'm so sorry, bats. Oh no. Dodge them, bats. Dodge them. We'll move them back in a second. I didn't mean to cripple that one bat unit. I thought the arc was way higher than that. My mistake. Okay, yeah, well, we only have like 2 shots left anyway. Let's pop them on you and you, because you guys actually have some units in there. And bats, as soon as that's done, reform your formation. And then go. Lords, go for the gate. And oh, now the tower is attacking the bat. Snuggles, join the fray, please. Where are you, by the way? You're here. Go join the fray. Bats, come on in. Go up the walls. In fact, let's go, let's say, 1. Oh, you know what? All of you, lose guard mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how well they do. 7, and Flock of Joff. I'm gonna send you over here just to drop your bombs first. We'll see about the rest later. And let's get the range units moving in. Let's say right here. The Lord should be breaking through the gate any second now. You know what? White's a Stone Wrath Tarn. You can join in. Go through the gate. And where do you want to drop those bombs? Oh, there's a couple nice units here. Doesn't really matter which ones we drop them on, as long as the bats stay up here on the walls and not down here. Bats. Go back up there, please. You're gonna get charged by Ushabti. That's not what you want. Oh, this bat unit probably should get out before it degrades and dies. And heroes, plus Snuggles. In here. And this is why I didn't bother making this a cinematic battle. It's just... we've seen this already. A decent number of times. Oh, is that an enemy carrying unit? Adorable. Flock of Job, come help him. Oh, this... I thought I told you to get out. Oh, maybe they can't get out. Oh, I'm gonna lose a bat unit like this, aren't I? It's okay, they're easily replaceable. Maybe I jumped the gun by sending them up on the walls. I mean, these ones are doing well. These ones didn't come in at all. I just want you guys out. Retreat, please. You're so close. You know, let's summon some undead units, and... or rather, summon dead. They're all undead units. Right here. And... right here. Oh, will the bats make it? Go, go, go. 29, come on. If only we could activate the Realm of Souls. 28. Will they survive? Did one already drop? I'm really unsure. Bats are dropping. I think unlike the ghouls in the last battle, these guys will have actually made it. There you go, bats. Good job. The heroes will be victorious up here. Oh, they're fighting Ushabti now. Cute. Let's set up the defensive stuff. And I don't believe we can heal the bats that are up there. Oh, you're crumbling. Oh, damn it. You're crumbling. Let's get you out of there as well. And so is the Flock of Job. Obviously, they're much better at tying up range units than they're at tying up melee units like this. But hey, they won over here. They did pretty well. Whites of Stone Wrath Tarn are coming though, so good luck dealing with them. You guys. Oh, you're not crumbling anymore. Other bats, go. All of you go for this unit. Oh, now that the range units are here, I guess we should back them up. Sorry, bats. All right, let's just watch some of this stuff happen. There's some decent fight going on. As long as the bats aren't dying, I'll be happy. Snuggles is fighting some Ushabti. And oh, they have a Nagash horsemen in here. Those aren't ours. Cute, cute. And I can't really make. It's really hard to make out the lords in here. Let's see. We got one over here. Where's Arkhan? Oh, Arkhan hasn't moved through here. Where are you, buddy? What are you doing out here? Oh, he's standing out there. Okay, I can see him now. In fact, you might as well buff him up. Bats. Just back up. Back up. What are you guys doing over here? Is one of you still in there? No, I don't think so. Oh, we can send him to swarm that Tomb King, but he'd probably do too much damage. These guys are getting sprayed with arrows. I guess we could get a Whites of Stone Wrath Tarn unit in, but the zombies and skeleton warriors are kind of blocking the gate, aren't they? Whatever, just keep fighting. You know what, let's have the lords target the Ushabti. I don't know if they're wasting their time on the Nagash horsemen, but let's just make sure that they're not. Have you taken any damage? Oh yeah, this guy always takes damage. I should just do this. There we go. And kill the rest of that. The walls are pretty much clear now that the range units have moved in. Okay, that healed him quite nicely as well. And you know what, we can heal him even more with a, you know what, just use the protective incantation on yourself right here. He's also a bigger target because he's on the mount. Alrighty. Now it'll just be the heroes killing this stuff. And yeah, we could try to send, you know what, let's try to get one unit of whites in, but there's so many zombies here that it's not really possible. You know what? We can also summon another unit of zombies right behind these ones. They're all about to melt. They're in critical binding. I think the enemy is just gonna rout after this, in fact. Skeletons versus zombies. The final battle. But not really. Oh, yeah, Snuggles just got a nice kill there for one of the Nehekar horsemen. Oh, snipped 2 skeletons apart. I wonder what the kills will be at the end of this and who will have gotten the most. You know what? I'm actually tempted to move the Flock of Joffin right here and then pop a couple heals on top of it. I mean, might as well. We're not using them for anything else. At the very least, heal them with the with you. Where are you, Flock of Joff? Ah, you're too far away. Okay, are these guys really still alive? They're not routing? And they're crumbling. Okay, we can just speed this up. It's about to be over. They all crumble by themselves. I guess we could kill the Lord, if nothing else. Not you, though. You're gonna get yourself killed. You heal the Flock of Joff. And in fact, you heal the Flock of Joff. Right there. Double heal. Okie dokie. Oh, shop tier coming in here. Okay, we're gonna take some damage if we don't summon some more undead on top of these guys. Fair enough. And I guess we could heal Snuggles with the power of the Necrotech. Where are you, buddy? Right here, and I didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. Heal you. Everybody move in. Arkhan, summon those zombos. Stop the damn chariots. There we go. And you know what? Summon some more with your Tomb Blade. There we go. Easy little fight. And it looks like the enemies are quite, they're looking quite crumbly now. There we are. Now, can we pick the enemy lord apart out of this, out of the horde of units here, or can we only see the Ushabti? We know he's in here somewhere. Is that him? Or is that one of ours? No, that's our Tomb Prince. Oh, he's right here. Oh, he's on a chariot. Could have picked him apart, yeah. That's him. There he is. Oh, he got a kill of a zombie. Good job, buddy. Zombie's not getting back up. You actually managed to do something. You should be impressed with yourself. You should probably try to run away. Is that what he's trying to do here? Oh. Snuggles is trying to jump into the screen. This guy's running away. I was about to Spirit Leech him, but it looks like it won't be needed. And I think he's just going to crumble. Or will our Tomb King get the kill here? Smashy, smashy. Okay, yes, he will. Good job. Beautiful. And I believe that should be it for this battle. We can just speed it up. Nobody's left alive. The Ushabti are running away to crumble over here. Kind of an odd behavior for a construct. End battle. Alright, let's take a look at the kills. Wow, 700, 600, 700. I mean, we expected those ones. 103 for Snuggles, who joined the battle pretty late and got way more kills than everybody else did here. But of course, it has AoE attacks, unlike everybody else. We didn't actually lose our bats, which I am very happy of. We always knew that this was going to be a ridiculously easy battle. Highborn of Khemri. What is that? What did you just get? What is that? Game? Get back here. Alright, well, regardless, we got Bagar, which... Storm of Necromancy yet again. Chosen of the Gods, Ushabti. Okay, can't wait to get the Ushabti Lord now that we are starting to get a few Ushabti on the field. In fact, we'll probably tech towards that one next, especially since we are getting some Canopic Jars in there. I think we'll be doing the Ushabti Lord in 5 turns, right after we have Ancient Quarries for the extra damage for the Screaming Skull Catapults and the Caskets of Souls. I don't really care about the Necropolis Knights yet, but we will eventually. In fact, maybe we skip this and just go straight for Lamizash. And just get those Ushabti. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's finish Ancient Battle Sites. We'll get another army. It can't hurt to have more. It can only be good. Now, Arkhan the Black did level up, but I wanted to see what the hell he got there. I swear I saw an item. Was it an item? Fighting Blade, Warrior Bane, sort of. So that's not what I saw. Helmet of Discord. Huh. It might not be an item. It might have just had the symbol of an item instead of being one. Now I gotta go back over the video to see what exactly it was. Okay, obviously everybody's leveled up, but we don't really have time to do that now. Bagar is not actually the capital here. Kasabar is. Huh, despite the fact that Bagar has a pyramid.
The day of awakening comes.
Yes, it does. Pyramid of Alcatazar. Let's see. Canopic Jars. What do we have here? Weapon strength and missile strength for armies faction-wide. And, oh, wow. More weapon and missile strength for all rank 7s. Oh, Alcatazar, you have a nice pyramid, which makes sense for... Oh, and +1 hero capacity from all heroes on top of it. A lovely pyramid. I guess that's what you get for sort of killing Nagash. But also sort of dooming your people. So, I don't know. Yeah, you could have gone after Nagash, for those familiar with the lore. But you chose not to. Chose to spend time with your family, and that was a mistake. Let's see. I guess we're going to get rid of the Crypt Barracks here. We're going to build the Gemstone Mine and the Great Pyramid here. What else wait, can that... Is this... We can build this here and this here. I don't think we're going to need the Desert Lookout here. Yeah, just build those two. You know what? I'm gonna keep the Desert Lookout for now, just because we're gonna step away from this. We'll take the Springs of Eternal Life pretty easily, and then we'll just have to figure out whether the enemy army is at Antok or at Kasabar. In fact, I know that this guy's making us some money, but I feel like we should just use him to scout. We might as well. We'll just move them back after as needed. And I feel like these guys don't have much more territory. Is it just these three? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like just these three. And do the springs? Look at this. We got Skaven Corruption here. Buildings and commandments, eh? Either Qatar belongs to the Skaven, which we will then probably need to attack, or they have an Undercity here. Could be both as well. But anyway, as I said, we are out of time. I'm going to call it here. Next time, stay tuned for what will likely be the end of the Dune Kingdoms, and then we will move north towards Numas and the Badlands after that. We're going to ignore the Skaven at first, but we will take them out later. I doubt that we'll be attacking the Dwarves next episode. We're going to siege them. We're probably going to try to wait out the siege. Maybe they will try to attack us in the field, and they would probably be smart to, considering the number of Longbeards and stuff that they have. But with a second army, I think it'll be a lot better than the last battle. But yeah, so stay tuned for more Tomb King on Tomb King, at the very least, action next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.